Chapter 9. Fraction. We will learn fractions, making other fractions, numerator and denominator, fraction of a whole number, types of fractions, comparing the fractions, addition and subtraction of like fractions, equivalent fractions. You are taking one portion out of 6 of this pizza. So, I am taking 1/6 of this pizza. Fractions. A fraction is a number that stands for a part or parts of a whole object or a collection of objects. You are familiar with the fractions half, 1/3 and 1/4. Let us revise these again. When we divide an object into two equal parts, each part is called 1/2 of the whole object. 1/2 is equal to half is equal to. When we divide an object into 3 equal parts, each part is called 1/3 of the whole object. 1/3 is equal to 1/3 is equal to. When we divide an object into 4 equal parts, each part is called 1/4 or quarter of the whole object. 1/4 is equal to 1/4 is equal to quarter. Making other fractions. Take a strip, divide it into 4 equal parts, shade 3 parts of the strips. 3/4 is equal to 3/4. Total parts is equal to 4. Shaded parts is equal to 3. Unshaded part is equal to 1. Fraction for the shaded part is equal to 3/4. Fraction 2/5. Take a strip and divide it into 5 parts. Then shade 2 parts as shown below. Fraction for the shaded part is equal to 2/5. Numerator and denominator. We also know numerator and denominator. Numerator 2. Denominator 5. Fraction of a whole number. How do we write part of a group? Let us consider a group of 6 dots. There are 6 dots in the group. Half of this group will have 3 dots. Therefore, 1/2 of 6 is equal to 3. 1/3 of this group. Similarly, 1/3 of 6 is equal to 2. Types of fraction. Unit fraction. A fraction which has 1 as the numerator is called a unit fraction. For example, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/10 are unit fractions. Proper fraction. A fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator is called a proper fraction. For example, 1/2, 2/5, 3/8, 13/15 are proper fractions. Improper fraction. A fraction in which the numerator is greater than the denominator is called an improper fraction. For example, 3/2, 9/8, 15/13, 17/12 are improper fractions. Like fractions, fractions with the same denominator are called like fractions. For example, 2/8, 1/8, 5/8, 3/8 are like fractions. Unlike fractions, fractions with different denominators are called unlike fractions. For example, 3/5, 2/7, 8/13, 11/14 are unlike fractions. Note, when the numerator and the denominator are same, equal, in a fraction, it becomes a whole number, 1. For example, 2/2 is equal to 1. 8 upon 8 is equal to 1. Comparing the fractions. We can compare the like fractions easily. For example, compare the fractions 1 upon 5 and 3 upon 5. When the denominator is equal, then the numerators are to be compared. The fraction with the greater numerator is greater. It is obvious from the picture that 3 upon 5 is greater than 1 upon 5. Addition and subtraction of like fractions. Let us add like fractions. Add 2 upon 6 and 3 upon 6. 2 upon 6, 3 upon 6, 5 upon 6. 2 upon 6 plus 3 upon 6 is equal to 2 plus 3 upon 6 is equal to 5 upon 6. To add two fractions having the same denominator, the two numerators are added. Their sum will be the numerator of the new fraction. The denominator will be the same as the other two fractions. Now, let us subtract two like fractions. Subtract 4 upon 8 from 7 upon 8. Cross out 4 boxes from the above fraction. 7 upon 8 minus 4 upon 8 is equal to 3 upon 8. When the denominator is the same, then the difference between two fractions is the numerator of the two fractions. The denominator of the new fraction is the same as the denominator of the other two fractions. Equivalent fractions. 1 upon 2, 4 upon 8. The two pictures show the fractions 1 upon 2 and 4 upon 8. But the shaded part of the two pictures are equal. This means that 1 upon 2 and 4 upon 8 show the same part of a whole. Therefore, the two fractions are called equivalent fractions. How do we get equivalent fractions? Example. We can obtain 4 upon 8 from 1 upon 2 in the following way. 1 upon 2 into 4 upon 4 is equal to 4 upon 8. Fractions can have more than one equivalent fraction. For example, 1 upon 2 into 2 upon 2 is equal to 2 upon 4. Hence, 1 upon 2 is equal to 2 upon 4 is equal to 4 upon 8 are equivalent fractions. Example, 1 upon 4 is equal to 1 upon 4 into 2 upon 2 is equal to 2 upon 8. 1 upon 4 is equal to 1 upon 4 into 3 upon 3 is equal to 3 upon 12. 1 upon 4 is equal to 1 upon 4 into 4 upon 4 is equal to 4 upon 16. 1 upon 4 is equal to 1 upon 4 into 5 upon 5 is equal to 5 upon 20. 1 upon 4 is equal to 1 upon 4 into 6 upon 6 is equal to 6 upon 24. Therefore, 1 upon 4, 2 upon 8, 3 upon 12, 4 upon 16, 5 upon 20, 6 upon 24 are equivalent fractions.